Good afternoon and welcome back for the second half of the Shamrock Bowl 33 clash, final clash between the Belfast Trojans in green and the Panthers, South Dublin Panthers in white. This is Harry Shorthose here, and alongside me I have Paul Hosford of the West Dublin Rhinos. The Panthers have it all to do this half, Paul. 17-0 down and under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, good start there. Andrew McMahon fielding Keith Stevenson's kick and getting it out of bounds, but a good start, a couple of good blocks on that, and they're the tone setters. You want to get your kind of juices flowing as such. One thing that some teams in our league struggle with is that restart after half time. So if you're the Panthers and if you're thinking we're going to catch these guys sleeping, or we're going to catch these guys slow out of blocks, now is the time to do it. Maybe even take a shot early on and just try and hit a pass to Goldrick on the outside. You see Goldrick heading to the outside, Keith Lally heading to the outside. He's on the same side. Andrew McMahon in the slot here on the near side. Stephen Mooney at tight end. It's John Kelly in the backfield. So maybe you're going to try that outside run. It's a pass to Stephen Mooney. Makes a catch, makes a play. Good tackled out. Good, really good play by Mooney. Tackled out of bounds by Jamie Wright. Picks up about 6 yards, 2nd and 4, and that's the kind of building that the Panthers need to do to get back into this. That's perfect. Quick strike. You hit one of your big guys on the outside. He picks up 6 yards, and then 2nd and 4 becomes way more manageable than 2nd and 10, and you're not worrying about being behind schedule. John Kelly able to take. Well, it looked like he got out of his starting position before the ball had reached Ian Cowell. So fast was he out of his stance, but he did really well to secure the ball and then just managed to fall forward. And 3rd and 2 was probably the best position that the Panthers have been in on a 3rd down today. So see if they can convert it.
This is, of course, the Shamrock Bowl 33 final here live from the NJ Park in Dublin. Here on CWL TV.
McMahon catch to the 25, 20, 15, 10, brought down at the 6. And that is, we said we might see them take a shot. Andrew McMahon in the slot just runs a really simple seam route, gets his head back around, and it's a great catch. There's nothing over the top for the Trojans, and all of a sudden the Panthers are really motoring now. They're on the 5-yard line. If they can punch this in, do it quickly, we've got a game here.
It was so close, but just fell so short.
Absolutely. I thought it looked like it just looked like he had it. Touchdown, Sean Goldrick. Touchdown, Panthers. That is a great throw by Ian Cowell. He looks off the TV, sends him back the opposite way, and throws the ball into the only part of the end zone where only one player can catch it. And if you look back on, if people are looking back on this later on, watch what Sean Goldrick does. As soon as he backpedals, he knows that there's a chance that he could step out of bounds, looks over his shoulder, checks where the sideline and the end line are, goes to the ground, brings that ball in. We've talked about him, one of the best receivers in the country all year, one of the best receivers in the country over the last number of years. Hasn't had an impact today. That's what an impact is. You put him on the field because he can come up with the big catches at the big times. And this kick is actually is quite big from Ryan Eccles.
He nailed it.
Absolutely. And now we talked about it. We have a game here. 17-7. Panthers back in this. We talked about it at halftime. If they can hit them quick, game on. This is why I wasn't comfortable saying what way the game was going to go in the second half, because if the Panthers came out here and did something, they're alive now. 10 points with most of the vast majority of the 3rd quarter and the 4th to go. Huge. What's going to be questionable now? They've only kicked off once. They kicked off once and they gave up a touchdown. Kicking off again here. You'd like to see Keith Lally put a little bit extra on it and just send it out into the car park. Put it where the corporate.ie throwing challenge is. Just absolutely blend this so that there's no question of a return, or that guys are fast down the field, they're fast making the tackles, because the two guys back there, Tom Morris, John Siri, either one has the ability to take the ball a long, long distance.
It is a Shamrock Bowl 33 final, of course, here in Energy Park in Dublin on CWL TV. It's 17-7 to the Belfast Trojans in the green. They were 17-0 up at half time.
And that's exactly what we talked about. It looked like on the first kick-off that Keith Lally had maybe taken something off it because they were trying to pin the Trojans deep. No such airs of grace as this time. Get the strongest kicker, one of the strongest kickers in the league, to just knock the ball out the back of the end zone. We'll start them from the 25 and we'll build from there, and that's got to be the mentality, that wherever they start we can stop them, that we don't have to do anything clever to pin them in on special teams, that we can stop them if they start on their 25, we can stop them, and if they start on our 25 we can stop them at the 6 and the 5. And now if that Panthers defence was looking for a shot in the arm, and they've played well, they've only given up one touchdown on that first drive, one defensive touchdown on that first drive. So if they were looking for a shot in the arm, a sign that the offense was here to play, they just got it on two big plays.
And it puts the pressure right back on the Trojans.
Absolutely, and that's something that the Trojans haven't felt today. They haven't felt that pressure because they've been ahead since literally the first play. So we're in a situation where the Trojans have to answer, and that's a really good start by John Asiri, able to carry that ball for 9 yards. And some people think that if the running back isn't hitting home runs every play, that he's not necessarily the most dangerous. But you see, Siri, if he can pick up 9 or 10 yards, and again I said it and I cursed him, but I Evan Allen and Dominic Luxton able to just get there and swallow up that space. So now we've got a bit of pressure. Question what they're made of now. If Kurt's there, but he will eat that because he knows that if he keeps his feet driving, he'll get the first down. They keep the ball and they keep it flowing, and that's how you kill them. Right, we don't have to answer the score because we're ahead on the scoreboard. We don't have to go and score straight away. What we need to do is stop any budding momentum that the Panthers might have or might have garnered from that score, and just say, well, we'll drive to you, we'll grind the clock down. It's that gamesmanship, or game sense, that game craft, that knowing about the situation, and just being able to kind of take the sting out of the game is what they call it in soccer, But in American football, before, but then grinding that's a pad issue, but he's just down in front of us. He's had to come off there. That, and he just keeps himself going. He runs some little things in the game.
No, Dublin.
It's been a good representative for Yport Step, and I got people, but towards the tier, he's like the loot time, but to Benarol, it's on their own. Well, Benarol go a lot for, so then is able. He tells me that he's looking for a fade on the outside.
We seem to be having a few technical difficulties here. Do bear with us. Apologies for that.
Catch by Ryan Eccles over the middle on 3rd and 11. What a great catch! And that seems to be where the Panthers are having their most joy is getting the ball, passing the ball over the middle.
You are, of course, watching Shamrock Bowl 39 here on CWL TV. It is 17-7 to the Trojans. The Panthers did fight back straight away in the second half, so we hope that it should be a good game.
Yeah, and we call it, this pass over the middle is really where they're having a lot of success. Oh, just over the head of Keith Lally, just over his head there. And you can see that they fancy it now. That the Panthers are saying to themselves now, okay, maybe the run isn't there for our big home run, but we can pass the ball, and we can pass the ball on this Belfast D, and we've got weapons. We've got Eccles, we've got Lally, we've got McMahon, we've got Stephen Mooney, we've got Goldrick. There's guys there that can do the job. Ben O'Rolligan dragging half of Belfast into Donnybrook Village with him. Absolutely brilliant running. Took an excellent step, and you know, you look at number 66 there, Oisin Russell Conway. He's the Panthers centre. Snapped the ball, got away, got to the second level, and stuck a block on the linebacker. And it's that kind of effort, that willingness to go and not just stick on the first guy, to go to the second guy. Can I hit another person? Can I break something? Because 9 times out of 10 it might not matter. The tackle will be made further back. But on that 10th time, when you hit the safety or you hit the extra linebacker, you've got a chance. It looked for a second like Ben O'Rolligan had the outside there. And it would be the first time today that the Panthers had the outside on the run, but just did not get there. Just really, really good tackle by Andrew Henderson, the Trojan safety. Just came down, made a really good play.
This is, of course, Shamrock Bowl 33, live here at the Energy Park in Dublin, between the Belfast Trojans in green and the South Dublin Panthers in white.
Oh, it came up short. Unbelievable. Owen Neville nearly made the catch of the season. Mid-air, twisted, absolutely contorted his body. The ball just came down, and he looks like he's after doing himself some damage as well, unfortunately. Like, that was almost the play of the season. Quick fake runs. Because the second he's had 2 good runs in the game, the second he's made 2 positive plays, the Trojans are looking in the backfield, and the Trojans are looking for him now. And they weren't doing that in the first half. They weren't afraid that either himself or Kelly would get loose. And they've got loose a couple of times now, and all of a sudden the guys who were halfway between the pass and the run have to respect the run. Sean Goldrick again to the turkey. Absolutely phenomenal. 2 catches, a touchdown and 25 yards. Absolutely. We talk about getting the ball into the hands of your better players. American football is a very simple game like that. If you get the ball into the hands of guys who can do damage and you can block for them, they will do things like that. Someone like Sean Goldrick, able to do that every single time the ball is near him. Brilliant pass by Cal.
We do seem to be experiencing a few technical difficulties. Apologies for that. Bear with us, we are doing our best. So please do stay with us. We'll get that back up and running as soon as we can.
Yeah, just as we go to timeout, and that timeout is a real momentum timeout. It's the Trojans saying that they know that the Panthers are starting to pick up the game here, and they're starting to really, really roll. And 2 big plays there. Ben O'Rolligan again met in the backfield, but this time just able to drag guys with him, and he's strong enough and he's big enough and he runs well enough that if he puts his feet in the ground and just pushes it off, guys will come with him, guys will get dragged with him. And now it's the Trojans who questions are being asked of, and that's a big thing. Like we said it in just after the Panthers scored, they haven't really had to deal with any kind of adversity in this game, because they haven't. They only turned the ball over once, and they only, they've been leading since play 1, and now all of a sudden there's a chance that the Panthers could go in here now and be 1 score behind. I know, to go from a 1-score game to a 3-score game in 2 drives or 3 drives, that's huge. And we go back, the Panthers were looking at 3rd and 11 on this drive. They were backed up in the shadow of their own goalposts, and we're not able, it didn't look like they were coming out, and then Ryan Eccles goes low and makes that catch. Oh, we've lost the Panthers have lost their canopy on the far sideline. The wind got underneath it. So just in case you're wondering about the kind of wind that's here, the Panthers have lost their canopy on the far side. John Kelly back in as running back to the left of Cahill. Kelly will get it and run to the right side. Able to make one man miss and dragged out just shy of the first down. Really, really good play. First time that it looked like he might be able to get the outside, and that outside is opening now. And if that outside is is in any way open, and if that outside is there, the Panthers will take advantage. The Panthers will exploit it.
We are of course watching Shamrock Bowl 33 final live from Energia Park. Sorry for the technical difficulties we're currently experiencing. We are working on getting that stream back up and running. For you, producers are working hard here in the background, trying to get that sorted. Not quite sure what the issue is. Another score for the Panthers.
Touchdown Panthers. Flag on the. We've no signal yet from the referees whether or not he caught it in bounds. It looked like there was a flag on the play. Owen Neville with the catch, sliding in the end zone. Great throw by Cal. We've no signal. It looks like he may have stepped out of bounds and come back in, which isn't allowed. So there's a chance this could be chalked off and that the Panthers could go back 5 yards. But again, it just shows what's there. The Trojan secondary is being asked questions of now, and right now it's Team in White that's answering all of those questions positively. They're the ones that are winning those one-on-one battles. So we're going to go back a couple of yards.
Apologies, we are just back on air. We have had some technical difficulties. I think our production staff managed to fix them, and we are back on air. No apologies for that. You are watching CWL TV, the Shamrock Bowl 33 final. We are just back on air. Apologies for the technical difficulties. What have the viewers missed in the last 10 minutes, Paul?
Well, we just missed the Panthers scoring to what we thought pull in within 3 points, but the touchdown was chalked off because of a illegal touching. Owen Neville had gone out of bounds before he made an absolutely incredible catch to what we thought pulled the Panthers within 3. Keith Lally's on the field now. Keith Lally is a kicker. Big boot. We've seen his kickoff. So maybe with the extra range, we're talking this would be a 49-yard field goal, which is absolutely, it's NFL field goal level. So if he can make this, he drags it back within 7 and game on. So Keith Lally, soccer player, plays with Baldoyle United at Leinster Senior League level. Big boot. Let's see what he has. He's absolutely crushed it. Keith Lally has just made a 49-yard field goal in the Shamrock Bowl final. We've seen, that is, to my mind, one of the longest kicks I've ever seen in American football in Ireland. That is a phenomenal kick. Got all of it and had distance. The Panthers, the drive that they put together there, they would have been absolutely devastated if that hadn't come away with any points. To go into a situation where you've got 3rd and 12 and your options are a 49-yard field goal, that is a phenomenal kick. Absolutely phenomenal.
You are watching the Shamrock Bowl 33 final here at the Energia Park in Dublin. The Panthers have just pulled it back to within 1 score here on CWL TV. Thanks to our hosts on the Irish American Football Association. Apologies, we did have technical difficulties earlier. We are fixing them. We have fixed them. No apologies for that, and thank you for bearing with us.
Keith Lally just kicked the ball through the posts from the 35-yard line. Now, for those of you watching, this is a 90-yard field we play on rugby pitches in Ireland, so it is 10 yards shorter, but that would have cleared the posts on an NFL field. Keith Lally's boot is absolutely not in question. So now we're going to see what the Trojans have. They were up by 17 a couple of minutes ago, and all of a sudden now it's 7. So big questions going to be asked. And are we going to see them open up the playbook a bit more on this drive?
We'll see what that metal is made of. Yeah.
Just a quick gain there from Siri, and it looks like the Trojans might just keep feeding him to try and maybe stem the tide or kind of. What they really need here is they need their defense off the field for a couple of first downs. They need their defense just to be able to grab a breather. You can see it below us. It's been a long day. It's quite warm. It's quite humid.
What's going to be the Trojans' game plan now?
Wow, right now it looks like just give the ball to Suntan or to Jonas Sirio and absolutely barrel it. And this is what I talked about it earlier. He's not just a guy who likes contact. We saw him there. As soon as he saw that there was a guy about to make the contact, you could see from the commentary position, his eyes lit up. He wanted to go into that contact. There's a penalty on it, and there's a penalty on the run. But what a run that was! It didn't look like it was going for more than 3 or 4 yards, if anything. But absolutely phenomenal effort from Gareth Miller to just keep going.
You are, of course, watching the CWL TV Shamrock Bowl 33 final between the Belfast Trojans in the green, South Dublin Panthers in the white.